taking over, that's a promise, not a threat.
Uppercut, season off top, you stop breathing.
Of course, I'm talking about Triple G and Ryota Murata. That where they fought. If you're in America, the card started at 5:15 in the morning. So it was interesting having to getting about 4 hours of sleep, and then getting up and fucking getting coffee and turn on the fucking TV to watch this shit. But it's what you got to do sometimes, man. I have so much respect for what the Brits used to be doing for years, trying to watch American fights live, because that waking up, because for them it was 10 o'clock in the morning if they're watching it, but for us, it's 5:15, and of course Australia it's like 7 p.m. or some shit like that.
10 o'clock in the morning ain't even bad though.
Yeah, it's not that bad, but 5:15 was just like, God, the sun's not even out though. But at least, for the most part, the morning card was cool. Like, they had 2 undercard fights on there. Both were brutal. Both were ass whoopings with some real ass whoopings.
No, one was a decent fight. The other one was an ass whooping. Like, that was a showcase type of, like, oh my goodness. Like,
that was the Nakatani one. Yeah.
Is it? But they had to spell Nakatari. Is it Nakatari or Nakatani?
It's Nakatani. It should be Nakatani. Yeah. Yeah, they probably made a mistake. Yeah, they probably made it because
there's a fucking mistake.
Yeah, the zone be something to be making some wild production mistakes.
Wait, is it Nakatani?
Yeah, it's Nakatani.
Okay, just like okay.
Yeah, because they kept
so we got 2
saying Nakatari.
Yeah, they had Nakatari on there, but yeah, that was a mistake on their end. It's Nakatani. So the Nakatani fight was pretty much a showcase, and it was an ass whooping. And then the opener, Yoshino and Ito, was a good ass fight though. And Ito, you wouldn't even know Ito was the actual former world champion because Ito after sometimes was getting took a real ass whooping and was almost getting ready to be taken up out of there, but the headbutt ended the fight, which saved him from actually getting knocked out because he was getting ready to be taken up out of there. But that was a hard fight. And Yoshino, he might be that Japanese, the unknown Asian wild card. Like if he comes to America and he fights somebody at lightweight, he might score an upset because that dude has some power. Like that dude slowly busted Ito up in that fight. It was a damn good fight. And like I said, they were. At least the undercard fights they flowed, like they kept the shit going in between the numerous clips of Ryan Garcia interviews and going through with the events and shit like that. I'm just like, they had to kill some time with that shit, and then before they got to the main event, which started earlier than what they said it was going to be. I think it started like sometime like 7:40 or some shit like that.
Yeah, it started early. I set my alarm. Set my alarm for like 5ish, and it was already the 3rd round.
Because Pilot is on the West Coast, so it was 2:00 for him, so it was a little different.
He never be up like when it's on some real shit, but he'll be up any other time. Like,
hey, those Australian
West Coast man.
For some reason, the Australian cards, I can't do it, man.
You did that one except for the fucking main event.
Yeah,
you was up before everyone. I think UB and maybe that was it. I think Pat was up too.
Yeah, I was up too.
These motherfuckers showing Ito highlights for the damn Japanese fight. Oh man, that shit was crazy. But man, that card yesterday morning was awesome.
Yeah, and once they got to Golovkin and Murata, that was like, we got a good old fashioned slugfest. Just start,
Did we?
Yeah,
and Golovkin was swole as fuck.
Yeah, he was like, So and then Murata seemed like, and Murata looked like he was right. And for a minute, I thought Murata, because Asian fighters are usually tough. Like Asian fighters are known for absorbing incredible amounts of punishment. It looked like Murata for the first half of the fight. Murata was walking through Triple G shots like it was the thing to do. Like he was getting his head snapped all the way the fuck back, but walking forward. And then Murata had, I think, probably watched the Derevyanchenko fight. I was like, Triple G's body is there, and he's not moving like he used to move. So let me tag him to the body. And Triple G had me kind of worried for me because, goddamn, Murata was killing his body. Like,
but then Triple G was going back to the body as well. Like, that was really trading body shots, but it felt like Triple G was feeling it more.
Because it seemed like every single time, like every now and then, Triple G was resetting from those body shots. You see him back up, you see him take a deep breath, and then keep his arms like really in around his sides like that, you know. And I was just like, God damn! And then Triple G, obviously, he throw the jab, and you have to see in Triple G's jab, like I mean. You have to see it. I mean, it is a powerful weapon. Like people, if you call it stat padding, it's not stat padding. Like Murata's head, every time he got hit with the jab, his head snapped all the way back. It wasn't.
It's like noticeable. That's why it's hard to score certain routes from Triple G when like people put combos on him because they'll let off and then he'll go right back to snapping the jab, push the nigga head back. Like, oh shit.
Was Munguia winning early in the fight? Because I started like in the 4th round. People were saying it was like 2-1 Murata.
Yeah, you Murata, could say that.
Yeah, like Murata. I mean, it definitely looked like Murata was winning the early rounds.
All I saw was Triple G.
So you have it 2 apiece in the first 4 rounds.
All I see like 4/5 was like Triple G just being that ass until it's over.
Yeah.
You can start like that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, because I think the turning point of the fight was when Triple G landed a right hand that sent Murata's mouthpiece flying out of his mouth. And
that was beautiful.
Yeah, and the ref actually stopped the action. It's because the ref was supposed to stop the fight when there's a long action, and there wasn't. So
refs always be acting like some hoes with Triple G be doing some devastating shit. Like same thing with the Derevyanchenko shit. Like. Yeah. Like that should have been called off because of the cut. Yeah. He knocked the fucking mouthpiece out this nigga mouth. Triple G's like fuck it. He lands like I think 1 or 2 more shots, and the ref is like, okay, whoa, chill. Like, hold on, man. Like, what's going on?
And this was after too, because the commentators were on some like, oh yeah, Murata got his skull measured, and it's like a half an inch thicker than normal skull and shit like that. Because that's how they were explaining how Murata was walking through Triple G shots at first.
No, because Murata don't have no defense. He don't know what to do, but walk through shots.
Yeah, exactly. And I think, but once he took that right hand. And it looked like that right hand may have actually fractured his jaw too, because it seemed like Murata after that, his whole demeanor changed. Like it was just like, I think he came unstuck because it was like, God damn, I got hurt. And then Triple G did Triple G things. Like he gave us, the punches came faster, they came harder. Triple G's
came angrier.
Yeah.
His didn't look too old. Like the way he was able to evade some punches, I was like, okay. The way he kind of, I don't know. He looked like Triple G was boxing pretty damn well on defensively.
This was the best Triple G looked since the damn Canelo rematch, if we want to be honest. And I'm talking about from the 5th round on, to the stoppage.
You saw some of the teachings that he got, from Jonathan.
He looking fluid, like.
Yeah, it's like, he kept his hands busy. His footwork improved a little bit, because before it was kind of shaky at first, but it improved. And then he slowly just picked Murata apart. Like
he did it quickly and efficiently. Like all the punches meant something. There was anger. Like if you looked on Triple G's face, like he was on some like, motherfucker, how dare you try to fight all hard early? Like be a good boy. Like
yeah.
Yeah, shit was crazy. Like it was a damn good fight, man.
Yeah, Murata got slowly and absolutely fucked up. And then,
but that's the best we've ever seen Murata look, though.
Right, and the funny thing is too, when the 9th round came too, is because Triple G again, I think he in the 8th round, I think Triple G opened up with a counter right hand. It looked like he was about to. He looked like he was going to finish him in that round too. Like I mean, it was quick too. I didn't even think Triple G would even land a punch like that at his age. Yeah. But I guess when you stand up so squared up like that, Triple G is like, you know what? He really does have no defense. Because Triple G don't be landing extended like a really noticeable counter rights like that, but it landed, and Murata was just like, his eyes were tilts. Like
the counter right was like the most devastating punch Even though he was kind of spamming with the hook, like the whole weekend, everybody was loving the hook. Like,
the hooks got in because Murata did, because Triple G started punching around his guard, and it was just like you could see Murata's head getting snapped to the side and shit like that, and Murata just took them shots like he didn't do anything. Like
Murata felt them though. Like Murata's a big motherfucker. Like honestly, like Murata looked like he's a 168, like a super middleweight right now. Let's be honest. Like that was a big motherfucker. That was the most aggressive and the best he's looked offensively.
Yeah,
like, he don't slip his head, he don't parry, he just kind of come through like a fucking sentinel, and you get them optic blasts.
Yep, and this is so it's pretty much talking about. So if you, like walking through Triple G shots is it's not the best thing in the world. If you do it, eyebrows got to be raised. Like when Canelo took all them shots from Triple G. Then of course the whole drug thing came out, and then Derevyanchenko took all them shots from Triple G, and now Derevyanchenko can't win a fight.
Toxic Avenger, remember Martin Murray took all those shots from Triple G.
Yeah,
he was the first one that tried that damn I'll walk through Triple G shit.
Yeah, and he got an ass whooping of his life doing it. So.
Yeah, and this is after them fucking. Pretty much beating them, Sergio Martinez and Sturm and all those dudes.
Yeah.
Good luck, kid.
Yeah, and then, Murata, like I said, Murata got broken down because Triple G's hands are too heavy. And then the final shot that did it, the counter right hook that spun Murata like a fucking dreidel. and then as soon as Murata went down, Murata's corner immediately threw in the towel.
And good thing he went down fast, because that follow-up left hook was like right on his ass.
Yeah, exactly.
Jeez, if he would have got caught with that one, like I don't know, like that might have been brain damage.
Yeah, because Murata was just like, Murata. I think Murata had. Honestly, I think Murata would have probably stayed down because I think Murata just had to look like he had enough of taking that type of power. So so pretty much Triple G now he's coming the second man to unify 2 belts at 40, and now has secured his.
Shout out to Bernard Hopkins being the first.
Yep, and then now secured his spot, for the long-awaited third fight with one Saul Canelo Alvarez. So and the funny thing is too is like, and first of all, like the sportsmanship, like there was class sportsmanship. Like Triple G gave dude his robe and then gave him his props when he was giving back his belt in the dressing room, that type of shit. So the whole bunch of arigatos that was being posted by their social media accounts, So it was a class morning. It was good. Like, it was a brutal fight to sort of end the morning and to begin the mornings.
Good little Saturday anime Evo episode.
Right.
All's well, ends well.
Yeah, so it was. I was like, damn, let's set the day off absolutely the way it needed to be, so I can do whatever before the evening fights, man. So
I couldn't go back to sleep after that. I was hyped because I was thinking, like, to me personally, I don't see any other middleweight knocking out Murata that night. Like, there's no way Andre would have knocked him out. Mm-hmm. Probably would have ended up getting dropped or buzzed or something. He would have won, definitely.
I don't think Maul would have stopped him either.
Maul wouldn't have stopped him. Maul would have put his foot in his ass, and we would have got a good war out of it. But Maul winning, dominating. Maul would have maybe even dropped him. Maybe. He wouldn't have stopped him. But
I think Charlo would have dropped him. I think he would have dropped him. Maybe not stopped him, but dropped him, definitely.
Yeah, I think he could have dropped him too. Like, he would have hit him with something that I think would have just woke him up. But then I look at it like, he ain't dropped Derevyanchenko, although he handled the style pretty well. And it's like, this is a Derevyanchenko that's kind of been through the ringer already.
Oh yeah,
like the 160 division spun the block on Derevyanchenko.
That's facts too.
And niggas is like, hold on, wait, he's out there. Come back, hold on.
Yeah, so Derevyanchenko is, I mean, that poor guy. But like I said before, I said it so many times. The reason why Derevyanchenko can't win a fight is because he took Triple G shots for 12 rounds, and paid the price. He nearly beat Triple G, but he paid a price. It paid a real physical price for that fight.
He had the style, because this is the thing. Look, the fucking the body shots. I don't want everybody to just start thinking Triple G is like Thurman 2 or some shit with the body shots.
Mm-hmm.
No one likes body shots.
No one does.
But you either gotta have elite counterpunching ability like Canelo to where you can get away with him a little bit. Because even Canelo still had to pay for them shits in the second half of the rematch. Right. Or you gotta have the footwork like Derevyanchenko, so you could do it from both sides and get dark in and out. Absolutely. But then he fucking had to pay for it because Golovkin was catching him on the way out sometimes. Yeah. And got busted up for it. Or you could be a fucking giant zombie Japanese gold medalist and try to walk Triple G down and throw these body shots, but then he had to pay for it. So this ain't no like yeah. You just ain't gonna just be throwing body shots at Golovkin and thinking like, you know, that other guy did it. It should work. Like, yeah, you know, I'll pay that price.
Right, yeah. Absolute price, you know. So yeah, I mean, I know. And then pretty much, and fun things too. Triple G winning, yeah, definitely he was trending hard on Twitter, especially on boxing Twitter. And I know P was kind of complaining about this, and we all saw it too. There's so many extremes to Triple G. You know, some gave him his prop, some absolutely was, spinning, was spinning a whole bunch of nonsense, and then there was some in between.
As always, the haters come out, and the niggas who, I'm neutral, but let me play off this bad take as an interesting take. And there's a bunch of niggas out there that do that shit. Like, nah, it ain't no fucking extreme takes. Just a lot of motherfuckers hate Golovkin for whatever reason. Because if you can't even say Golovkin is Hall of Famer without a nigga side-eyeing, like, am I fucking lying? Like, who's out there saying Golovkin is the best middleweight ever of all time? No one's really saying that. I don't even see that shit.
No, neither do I.
So what is this extreme that niggas is talking about on the extreme fanboy shit? Because I don't ever see that. I see niggas just give the obvious props and just keep it moving. Like, what are we supposed to say that's not extreme fanboyism?
Yeah.
like tell us, King P. Like, please tell us.
I mean, I don't know. It's I guess it's both. I don't want to sound like that. Both sides, but I just like sometimes I'd be side-eyeing with certain.
Well, explain it. Tell us an example, please. We're listening. We're all here.
I'm trying to think of an example off the top of my head. For both sides, because I could give one for both sides.
No, tell us the extreme for the fanboyism. Don't tell. We already know the haters exist. I give y'all examples of that all the time. Tell us the extreme on the fanboy side.
I mean, I've heard. It's funny because I've heard people call Golovkin the top 5 middleweight, and I'm just like,
hold on, wait, is that crazy?
He's top 10 for sure.
I don't think he like. I don't know.
He's not top 5. He's not a top 5 middleweight.
Top 5, top 10 for sure. I mean, whether you like it or not.
Just like bona fide top 5.
Dude, okay. Hagler, Monzon, Hopkins. Who else are we putting ahead of fucking Golovkin besides those 3?
At middleweight?
Of course, light heavyweight.
Are we talking resume, talent?
Oh my God, motherfucker, all time, nigga. Jeez, see, this is what the fuck I be talking about with
I would put Tony above Golovkin.
That's 4. Okay, that's 4 people. So if somebody says Golovkin a top 5 middleweight. Where's the extreme? Tell me, where's the extreme?
I don't know. I don't think
I just named the realistic 4 names that we all agreed on could be ahead of Triple G. So saying top 5 ain't some extreme shit. So you had to come better than that.
That's Monzon. Let me see. Monzon, Sugar Ray Robinson. I'm not gonna sit here and just fucking start like naming all of them off the top of my head. But it's just like
I just named 4. Look, the Tony and Golovkin is debatable. Even if we give you Sugar Ray Robinson and Golovkin, and we say Golovkin and Tony, I'm sorry, Sugar Ray Robinson and Tony top 5. That makes Golovkin top 6. That makes Golovkin 6. And even then, there's some people who would say, man, you might could take Golovkin and put him where Tony at. That still ain't no fucking crazy shit, bro. Like, just admit it, y'all niggas don't like Golovkin. So y'all hate to give him fucking props.
I don't dislike Golovkin. I don't dislike him at all.
But that sounds like some shit some nigga would dislike to say though.
I don't agree with that at all. I don't.
Okay, give me something else that's an extreme praise of Golovkin.
I just felt like
give me some factor. Don't feel it. Give us some food.
This nigga said don't feel it.
Well, no, there were Golovkin fans that were like, well, like, oh, this is the big, like, well, Floyd needs to fight Golovkin, and like, motherfuckers.
Recently, hold on. Was there really a major outcry for people from fans that wanted Floyd Golovkin?
There was legitimately fans saying that Floyd should fight Golovkin. Like that was
okay. Let me ask you this: was these the same people who were saying Golovkin should fight Ward? Was it that amount of people?
No. Well, hold on. Because it's funny that now that you mention it, it's funny because then those same people would say, "Oh well, you know, who cares about Ward? Like when and I'm not saying that Golovkin should have fought Ward. I'm not one of those people that say he ducked Ward. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying,
you would share those takes though. You would call that an interesting take though.
It's interesting. Like if
you disagree, how is it interesting? You shouldn't even come up as a radar. It's like you're trying to.
No, you can disagree with something and it still be an interesting take. Interesting doesn't always mean good either. Interesting is just interesting. It's interesting.
So what makes it interesting?
It just is.
It's like you see, and this is why it's hard to even be objective about Golovkin because niggas just turn like duds. Like niggas' brains just be like, oh, they start just talking in circles. What is acceptable praise for Golovkin then? If he can't be top 5 middleweight.
I don't agree with it. I don't agree with top 5 middleweight. Is he
top 10? Is he top 10?
I'm gonna have to sit here and think about all.
Oh my fucking god, nigga! You know goddamn well he's fucking top 10. That's exactly what I'm talking about. You know,
I'm not a hater, but I'm just saying. Like,
that's some hater shit. You know,
not hater.
Well, he's top 10. He's a top 10 middleweight. You can't even look. Whenever you can't fucking name top 10 niggas greater than him off the top of your head, then you can't hate on that shit. Mm-hmm. And hold on, we gotta set standards. Is that a yes or no qualification?
What?
Am I just saying bullshit here? Like,
you're entitled to your opinion. That's fine.
I mean, niggas just quiet.
You're getting very sensitive about it.
Are you basically saying you think Triple G's overrated?
Yes or no?
Overrated?
Yes or no?
Is he overrated?
Yes or no?
It depends.
Yes or no? Nigga, yes or no? Don't fucking depend. Don't Kevin Samuels. Yes or no? Yes or no? Yes or no?
No, it matters because
yes or no? 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 Is anything overrated?
Talent-wise, no, I don't think he's overrated.
No.
Talent-wise, no, I don't.
Yes or no?
Talent-wise, no.
No, just yes or no? Yes
I said
or no?
Talent-wise, no.
It's no talent.
You think some of the fans
Talent-wise, I said no. Like the fuck.
No, it's not talent-wise.
Talent-wise, no. I don't think he's overrated.
Talk about overall, just straight up. Yes or no?
Talent-wise, no.
I'm gonna ask you this twice. Look, is Easy the rapper?
Talent-wise, no. Resume, yes. Resume is
It's not two questions. It's not two questions.
It depends.
No, it doesn't fucking depend. Look,
it absolutely does. It absolutely does depend because it's like for an example, that's like if you ask me, is Eminem overrated? It depends on who I'm talking to because some people like him.
Yes,
and some people no.
Is the sky blue? Yes or no?
No. That's a
It depends if it's in the afternoon.
You're not gonna pick with Samuel's meat. You're not gonna pick with Samuel's meat, nigga.
Because I could look outside right now and the sun look kind of orangish red. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Whenever you speak on Golovkin, niggas just get ignorant all of a sudden. Niggas can't answer yes or no.
I'm not even shitting on him.
Dude, why you can't answer the question? You can ask me the same questions about anybody, and I can give you real answers, yes or no.
I'm giving you answers, just answers you don't like these answers, and that's fine.
Dude, you're not yes. So why you can't answer yes or no?
I said it depends, and I said talent-wise.
No, it fucking depends, nigga. You can't look. Are you black? Are you Puerto Rican? Yes or no?
That's a fact. Like we're talking.
Oh my god.
You're talking objective shit and
look. Okay, look. Is Trump was Trump a great president?
If you want to go there, Nick, if you want to go there to a Puerto Rican from Puerto Rico, they would say no. To somebody from America, I would say yes. Everything is context. So we're not going to
say because y'all don't want to just answer questions. Y'all just want to fucking because that makes you not deal with the real of the question, the heart of the matter. You want to depend it away.
Well, I'll say. To me, obviously, Golovkin is not overrated. I mean, let's put it this way. I mean, if I say,
because look, I can answer. Look,
if I say someone who's
is Golovkin overrated? Yes or no?
It depends.
No, I'm asking Pat. I'm asking Pat. Is Golovkin overrated? Yes or no?
Of course not. No, he's not overrated.
Pilot, is Golovkin overrated? Yes or no?
No.
It depends on who you.
Okay, then. Okay, why is it?
Rating. To be overrated, you have to be rated highly. It depends on how highly someone rates someone.
Oh my god, it's your personal opinion.
And then P, I can see it too because obviously I tell you guys all of a sudden Danny Garcia is overrated, and I'll say it to the cows come out. Everything about him was overrated.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why is this nigga making this so difficult? Yeah. Because you hate at least Pat is just owning up to he don't fuck with Danny Garcia. He respects him.
And I even said, I said talent-wise, no. And I said talent-wise, no, he's not overrated, Golovkin.
Because you gotta start adding extra shit. No one gives a fuck about talent-wise. Overall, is Wilder overrated? Yes or no?
Wilder overrated? That's another one. It depends on who you're talking.
Oh my god, dude! I'm talking to you, nigga. You, nobody else. Your personal opinion.
Because it depends.
Oh my god! See, that's what I'm talking about. Like you can't get no real Golovkin conversation because of a nigga like this.
No, because you have people that have extreme opinions on one hand, and then that.
But you haven't given us one extreme opinion on Golovkin yet.
For you, it's not extreme.
Dude, hold on. We got two other people here. Have you given one extreme to them yet? So go ahead. Where is it? Where's the extreme Golovkin praise? Tell us. Because you still haven't given us no example. Because you saying he's not even a top 10 middleweight, and we're just like, wow.
I didn't say he wasn't top 10. I said I don't think he's top 5 off the rip. I don't think he's top 5.
Then we said it's top 10, and you didn't even say that. Is he top 10? You said no, because I was like, yo, then you're like, oh, I'm not gonna sit here and name 10 motherfuckers.
Well, just like when people say that Canelo's the top 3 Mexican fighter, I say no, he's not, in my opinion. Right now,
nigga, that's top 3. Like, come on, like
top 5, even like top 5. Okay, but like I don't know if I would consider him top 5 off rip. Because there's so many fucking Mexican fighters, and all of them there's so many great ones. It's hard.
There's more great Mexican fighters than there are great middleweights, though. That's why I know you bullshitting.
What?
There's more great Mexican fighters than there's been great middleweight boxers. So that's why I know you bullshitting.
Oh man, it's been a while since we had.
You know I'm telling the truth, like you know it, like yo, attention, Golovkin haters, bring someone else.
I'm not a hater.
Bring someone else. Bring someone else.
I'm not a hater.
Bring someone else. Y'all gotta come back harder than that.
I'm not a hater.
Y'all gonna tell me he not a top 10 middleweight? Then it's like, what the fuck can you say? Are we? if you can't see Golovkin's a top 10 middleweight, then I don't.
Oh man, you gotta
Like, I'm just saying, like,
it's been a while since we had a semantics battle up on here.
It is what it is. I don't give a fuck, but
I'm just saying, like
I don't care.
ain't no point has been made on his side.
You, it's not extreme. To somebody else, it might be extreme. I found the way that HBO kind of dick ride him to be extreme. That was
Say that.
They was
Just
sucking
say
his
that.
dick. No, if you want to bring the nigga out, I mean, we can bring that out. They was sucking his dick. Like, get the fuck out of here. The resume.
Just say that.
Overrated? Is he overrated talent wise? No, he's a hell of a fighter. He's a great fighter talent wise. His resume over fucking rated.
Oh, so hold on. Just like the same HBO that was sucking Terrence Crawford dick for doing the same exact shit.
They was sucking it. They was going hard for him too, and I didn't agree with all that either.
Okay. Just making sure. But see, if I was to ask you if Crawford overrated, I bet you would give me an answer on that. You wouldn't go through all this other shit.
Well, yeah, I mean, technically he probably would say, because resume, people like say Terrence Crawford's resume is overrated too.
His resume is a little bit overrated. Talent wise, no, he'll never be overrated talent wise. But the resume,
Niggas just can't answer yes or no because they gotta put context and other bullshit. They know the fucking context.
Because some fans feel like some Triple G fans probably overrate Triple G sometimes. It sounds like they go.
Yeah, and that's why I can
But the same Triple G fans are saying, okay, he's top 10 middleweight, and niggas is like, oh, no, get out of here.
No. You did the top 10. I said top 5. Top 5. I said top.
We both said that. The Pilot was the one that said top 10. Because we had said top 5, and then we had named 5 boxers.
Top 10 safe and logical.
And then top 10. Then we said top 10 because top 10 is safe and logical. Because I doubt you could name 10 more middleweights better than Golovkin. We only named like maybe 5. And then I even said we could switch out Tony for Golovkin. Like some people might do that. So even then, and it's like what does this man have to do that's acceptable praise? It's like anytime y'all say anything good about this dude or anything that's logical or basic, it's extreme. That's why I said niggas be full of shit.
No, because if you ask me, is Golovkin a Hall of Famer? I say yes. Yes, he is.
Okay, yeah. That's it. Okay.
Is he a Hall of Famer? Yes. Did he beat Canelo the first fight? Yeah, he did. I also don't think that another thing is I just don't look at and this is not a Golovkin thing. This is like when people throw out this word, I kind of just shake my head regardless. When people are like, well, Golovkin is a victim. I'm like, what is he a victim of? Like, and that's what we're really starting.
So he wasn't a victim?
I don't think, like, overall, a victim? No, I wouldn't say.
Okay, so let me ask you this: can a rich black person be a victim to racism?
Yes, I don't see what. I don't see what.
Okay, no. The reason why I'm saying you can't be successful in boxing and be a victim.
A victim of boxing politics? No, I don't think.
Hold on. Isn't racism politics?
That's a whole different. No.
That's saying no. We're using the same logic for that because you could make a name for yourself in boxing, make millions of dollars, and still have situations where you've been a victim of something. Pernell Whitaker is one of the greatest fighters of all time, and he was a victim. But we don't second guess his fucking greatness. We have no problem saying he's a Hall of Famer or such and such. He's one of the greatest this, greatest that. With Golovkin, niggas be like,
I wouldn't call Pernell Whitaker like an overall a victim, but like.
But you could. That was what I was saying.
He did have some shit that didn't go his way that was unfortunate. A lot of boxers have some.
He's in one of the greatest robberies of all time. People call him a victim all the time. I don't know. Maybe because our age different. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm discussing boxing with different circles. I don't know. I'm just saying. Like I've heard people call him a victim.
I mean, like, I look at it as, well, you know, he had some unfortunate situations, but like, isn't that part of the game? Everybody's had some unfortunate situations, but I can't.
Of course, then, but if it's out of your hands and you did everything you can, and we could say you was robbed, then you was a fucking victim. You don't have to be no one's saying that Golovkin ain't get opportunities. He made opportunities, but you can't say he didn't get fucked by the system. The man got waited out. Like, I don't know why
No,
people think that now that's not a fact.
He did have people that just didn't want anything to do with him. Like a lot of fighters coming up, but like that's nothing exclusive to Golovkin. Yes,
it's not, but we're only evaluating his career. If we talking about somebody else, then we'll say it on them. Like that's the thing. It's like y'all niggas be taking y'all say all this shit about Golovkin, but then y'all won't say it to anybody about anybody else.
Yo, I say it about anybody else. I don't give a damn.
You didn't want to say, you didn't want to call Sweet Pea a victim.
I don't think he overall he's a victim, but I think he had some setbacks, some unfortunate thing, and that's par for the course. Unfortunate.
The thing is, you know what it is? I think you're upset that fans just recognize and they keep repeating, and maybe because it's fresh, the Canelo robbery.
But I agree. Triple G should have won the first
and
one.
That's what people call him a victim of, because he was waited out by a crop of middleweights. He finally got his big fight. He won it clean, and he lost. He was robbed of his greatest moment. Of course, people want to think of him as a victim because his biggest moment was taken away from him. So,
and of course, the PED stuff didn't really help.
Exactly. Pernell Whitaker different. Pernell Whitaker was able to get bigger moments. He had a different career. Pernell Whitaker was able to get bigger moments that eclipsed that big ass robbery. Golovkin, unfortunately, for whatever reason, didn't get a chance to get another high exclamation point on his career where it could overshine the damn Canelo decision. That's just the way, and that's part of the game.
Well, that's fair. The way I look at it is with the Canelo, with the Canelo robbery. Yes, you're right. He should have won that fight. The reason why I'm even with that is like in the grand, and I've mentioned this before. In the grand scheme of things, does it really make? Because let's say he gets the win. They run it back. And then the same thing happens, that we get the result that we got already. You know, Triple G won the first one. Canelo won the second one. So, like, the only thing that he's really missing is the official actual win, which everybody
and that counts for fucking everything, dude. How can you say some stupid shit like that?
But people acknowledge that he won anyway. So it's like, what really would have changed outside of the
plenty? Dude, are you gonna sit here and tell me an official win doesn't really change anything? Are we gonna have that discussion in boxing?
What?
That's the difference between Grammy nominated and Grammy award winning.
Well, you win an actual award for a Grammy. I'm saying.
In official, you win the fucking actual fight for that.
No,
it's the same shit.
He should have won that fight. But
that's like tell that to every nigga who's been robbed. Well, you know, you won.
But like in this situation, I'm looking out like if you give him that win, if you give him the official win, going forward, what changes? Like, how does it alter anything? Like, does it alter anything?
You had motherfuckers like Max Kellerman and all types of media people basically saying how it wasn't even like they was putting him being a Hall of Famer into question.
Yep, I remember that.
Like, come on, like, and this is what I be talking about. Y'all niggas be getting selective memory when it comes to shit with Golovkin. That's why I make it so frustrating talking about this dude, because no one comes to the table genuinely.
Yeah, to me, I'll play the basketball. Like, I used to be someone, a quote-unquote LeBron hater, and I grew just to respect the greatness. Just like Triple G to me. Triple G, I thought he was a little bit overrated at first, but I just came to respect the skill, you know, and everything else in between, the accomplishments. For me,
like I said, I mean, like, and with this one, I mean, obviously Triple G, he won a very significant fight, and of course he did it at an advanced age.
Yeah, his birthday was the day before. Maybe, you know, hell of a birthday present.
Yeah, you know, hell of a birthday present, and of course now you have this, and then of course, like I said, you know, between that. And then, of course, obviously, people think no, he shouldn't take this third fight with Canelo, and honestly, that's fair. I mean, if you want to say that he should, because you know that Canelo might be too much for him at this point, yeah, that's fair. I'm not going to argue against that. I mean, you know, yeah, Triple G is clearly sliding as a fighter. He's not what he used to be.
I think he's still a hard fight for Canelo, and he's still the underdog.
Yeah, he's always going to be one. Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, like, I don't care what nobody said. Cause look, if Canelo could have knocked him out, he would have done it already. It was always the biggest money fight for Canelo. He was either going to take it then or take it later. He's taking it now, so he don't have to fight Charlo and Benavidez, who are tougher fights than fucking Golovkin is.
Right.
And we just seen Golovkin come off a fucking 2-year layoff and fight a bigger motherfucker who's younger than him. So
yeah, so like I said, so I mean, either way, you know, Golovkin's always going to have twittering, if you want to call it that. Like, he's gonna have Twitter doing this thing, man. And I think LB, one of the things you did drop too is like,